everybody, and welcome to ISO Comics, the weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting from the home of the comic book men, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen, sitting across from me with those awesome headphones he procured all the way from Canada.
Hell yeah.
Mike Sapsik, everybody.
Excellent.
Hello, Mike.
What's up, Ming?
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
I only have one piece of advice for you this weekend, and one piece only.
Okay.
Always bet on black.
Always bet on
Wesley
black, yes.
Snipes, Pastor 57.
Is he right? Is he absolutely right?
In my experience, yes. Last time I was at a casino, I had an extra 50 spot, put it on black, doubled it. I won. Came up black 9, something like that. And I walked away.
You know what? That's what most people can't do. They can't walk away,
They
Ming.
can't walk away. I mean, I've seen. We've been at casinos. We've been near casinos. We've been at casinos.
Yes.
I didn't see you gamble. You're not really gambling.
I'm
man?
not a gambling man.
Are you?
Only when I get takeout.
Right. Or only when you come to work each and every day. It's a
Yes.
gamble. You don't know if you're making it back. Kiss your wife and kids. I don't know if I'm coming back. No, actually, it's not that kind of job. So.
No.
Although you have seen some of the people who come in here. You've seen some of the people we work with.
I have. And wow, yes.
Yes. But I only mention that as we're going to Atlantic City this weekend. Will you be pulling a Sunday Jeff? Now, last time Sunday Jeff, who you know from Tell 'em Steve Dave, went to Atlantic City, came back, won a G. Won
$1,000.
And I'm like,
no.
wow, man, what were we playing? Like Baccarat, craps,
What did he play?
poker?
No,
like
he was
some
slots,
high-stakes
right?
poker? Slots.
Slot machine.
He's playing
So-
slots. Like the slots for old ladies.
So
dude.
essentially,
Slots are
Sunday
for old
Jeff was
ladies.
my grandmother.
Yes.
So okay, great.
Yes. He
All right.
threw. I think he said he was literally walking by a machine. Said, "What the hell?" Slid in $20 through the bill acceptor. Pulled the one-arm bandit, and it started like going nuts.
He won $1,000. Just
$1,000.
one pull.
One pull.
Nice.
That's the
All
story
right,
I
cool.
was told.
All right.
That's
By
the story
Sunday
I
Jeff
By
himself.
Sunday Jeff himself, who never tells a fib. So
No, Sunday Jeff is about as honorable a man as you're apt to find.
he is.
So.
He is.
Hey, I have an idea.
What's your
You've
idea?
got this nice shiny bullet point
do,
thing.
yes.
Let's do something completely
All
different.
right, we're gonna go backwards.
We're gonna go backwards.
go
Let's
backwards?
do
Is this
comics
the-
first.
this the
'Cause
Seinfeld
all
episode?
these people, yes, all these people like these jackasses never talk about comics.
Well, we do talk about comics.
Let's talk about comics
We do.
first, though.
You know why they're saying that is because fucking Tell 'em Steve Dave says we don't tell. Why? Meanwhile, how the hell would they know? They don't listen.
No, they don't. But it doesn't
So what
matter.
the hell?
And to be honest with you, I'm tired. Oh man, I am so tired of blocking people.
Are you?
Oh,
How many
yeah.
people are you? How many people do you block a
I
day per
think,
day on average?
I don't know. One.
I'm
Still tired.
That's
of
a lot.
blocking. Yeah, I'm still.
Do you
tired.
have you blocked more people than are actively following you right now? Because you could
Probably, yeah.
easily have double the amount of
Yeah,
followers
why not?
if you didn't block them. But
Well, they're dingleberries. Sorry.
I see. I understand. I understand. I try
And
to.
besides,
I usually ignore these stupid battles,
Oh,
but
sure.
I don't know. If you,
that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm
try-
ignoring them because I don't want
try to ignore these
I'm
battles,
not
but
gonna-
I couldn't let this one. I just tell the story real quick. This recent one go. I don't know if you saw it. This idiot tweeted every time Ming tweets, I want to wail on him.
Mhm.
Now, if I say it like that, it means he wants to beat me up every time I
Right.
tweet. Okay, no problem. Except he spelled whale WAIL, which
So he would want to scream in your ear.
well, I tweeted back. I'm like, you want to cry so hard that you release tears on me? It's probably because of your shitty grammar. Because the correct spelling and the correct usage is WHALE. I've used that term before. Me and my brother get into a fight. So I'm like, dude, don't poke me. I'm gonna freaking wail on you. And it is WHL. And I'm not the grammar police, but used in this context,
Oh yeah,
I couldn't let it
seriously.
go.
It's like, or he wants to WALE on you, wail on you, and be an Englishman.
Right. But
course.
WAIL. So I had to
Speak in a Welsh
I,
accent.
I did it in a humorous manner. I
Right.
said, "What? You're gonna cry on me?" Like, okay, great.
And what did he do? He came back at you.
He came back. He was like, and he was like, "Oh,
I will kill you, Ming.
no, he didn't." He went and he pasted a link from Urban Dictionary, and which Urban Dictionary had a WAIL, which I don't know why. And he was like, "No, motherfucker, I'm right. I'm right. I was right. You're wrong on the grammar."
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, which if you're
Sure,
not familiar with Urban Dictionary, it has terms such as dankrupt. Do you know what dankrupt is, Mike?
No, not even
Well,
close.
dank is a slang term for weed, marijuana.
Oh, okay.
So if you had weed, you smoked it all, you don't have any more weed, you're dankrupt. So
How?
and so basically, I shot back and I was like, "Did you seriously just use Urban Dictionary to back up your crappy grammar?"
Yeah, seriously, you might as well use Wikipedia.
And I ended that with, "You must be bankrupt." And he
started to wail.
He started to wail. He started to wail. In which he shot back.
And yes,
I meant that as a joke. You're taking this too seriously. And my last spike, the spike. Right. We were playing volleyball. My spike to win the point was, this is from the dude who thought he was threatening me with physical violence. Thought, and I had to put thought because he used the wrong term.
Thought,
and I left it at that.
THUT, thought.
I left it at that. Every so often, you have to shoot back just because it's too easy.
Of course, yeah. Believe me, I know. You to a lesser extent, but Brian and Walt know, because I guess I'm that guy that leaves the door so open that they have to burst right through it. Of course, yes.
Who cares? We got a TV show out of it.
Exactly,
so.
And I've also seen. I've also seen Brian's epic Twitter battle. So I mean,
yes, his are more like "fuck you, you suck."
No. He's actually he's very thoughtful.
He does. He is very thoughtful.
However, I don't have the time to think this shit through, so it's easier to just hit plot.
Although there was a point where he was warned by AMC. He was like, "Dude, like, you gotta cut back on this. Like, you gotta cut back, dude.
Yeah,
you gotta cut. You don't like. Listen, we understand that we were provoking you and all that, but."
Just
just walk away from some of them. Not all of them.
Yeah.
You fight back, but don't. Yeah.
And this is the guy who told me that my skin is so thin that I'm like the Visible Man.
I don't know about thin, but there's an Angry Mike. There's a Hulk Mike.
Oh my God! Of course. But
the Hulk
there's
Mike.
I've seen Angry Ming.
Sure.
So yeah,
sure. Very rarely. Rarely.
People know how to push a button sometimes.
Once a year, maybe.
Yeah, but you see me once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Angry Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad thing. Unless Rob Bruce is around a lot more.
Right.
But I don't even want to talk about that.
Yes.
So.
And the only time I got mad last year, like truly upset, was when Brian bailed from that con in New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
It was the fourth convention that he bailed on us with no word,
with
no explanation, and we lost out on a ton of money. And had we not been in New Orleans, we made the best of it. How can you be angry in New Orleans, no matter what happens?
No, we had a blast. We had a fun time.
We had a blast.
And we're hanging out with great people.
That was a little dark cloud hangout. So, that was the only time I was truly
you were pretty pissed,
angry. Where I felt like it was bad. I don't like to be angry because it throws off everything. So speaking of that, we're going to a con in Houston after Atlantic City this week.
Yes, we are.
So you had me worried a little bit yesterday. I was like, "Oh man, when are you getting down there?"
Oh, dude, yeah.
When are you getting down there? And you were like, "I don't know. They never contacted me."
I was wrong. I copped to the fact that I was wrong.
I'm like,
actually,
what do you mean? Like, it's in a week. Like, you haven't made travel arrangements and no one from.
Well, you said to me, have you made your travel arrangements yet? I'm like,
for Houston,
what the hell are you talking about, man?
Well,
they're supposed to do it for me. It's like,
that's what I meant. Meaning, did you arrange with the con? Now, typically, they contact you usually a month beforehand.
We're good.
And you were like, no, you haven't. And I got a little worried.
We're good.
Because
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to go.
But you did, in fact, make travel arrangements. I later
We
confirmed.
did, yes.
How did you forget that? Did I just not phrase it right?
It's been, you didn't phrase it right. Or,
what? I understand. You've had a death in the family.
It's been a weird couple
hectic.
of weeks.
We've been to a lot of cons lately. So you are, in fact, going to Houston. Just confirming.
I will be in Houston.
Okay. I just thought that's not so bad as Brian. Talked to Brian 2 days ago. He's like, hey, man, you ready for Houston? It's going to be awesome. I'm sorry you missed out last year. You got sick. We tried.
What are you talking about?
He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Houston. We're going to Houston next week. He's like, no, we're not. That's in November. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude.
No. It's Ming
next week.
Ming is like our social secretary for those of you out there who don't.
No, but you I don't need to be for you. You usually,
no, you're not.
Yesterday, you have your shit together.
Yeah.
Now him. I swore after last year that I wasn't going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
The 48-year-old man can get his own ass to the airport.
Yeah.
Has an iPhone, so can enter
does.
his own calendar entries with alerts and alarms and shit like that. Can go out and if that doesn't work, can go out and buy the 15-month, freaking Samantha Fox calendar or the Kate Upton calendar.
He could. Let's get him the Samantha Fox one because that's
okay. Yeah, and write down. con.
He
Houston
could.
and draw the little arrow to the dates.
But he won't.
Well, he won't. So
you know what? Here's my thing. I have, years ago, a friend of mine who was getting married young. He's like, you know what? Now I don't have to deal with this bullshit.
Okay.
He's like, now I don't have to worry about the social stuff because I have a wife to take care of it for me.
Right.
And I said, that's a really nice way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I'm like, I'm never getting married. And
lo and behold, he got
lo and
married.
behold, you get married, and that's it. My wife is. She takes care of this stuff for me. Not that I'm completely ignorant of stuff, because I have to tell her what to put down on the calendar, and she puts it down on the calendar.
She's good. You got backup, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian ain't got no backup. You're telling me?
No, I'm not saying that, dude. I'm not saying that. I have no idea what Brian's social status is, or you know, he's not married.
No,
and
he's not.
Suzanne, his girlfriend, has absolutely no dog in this fight. I mean, she doesn't have to. Hey, Brian, you've got a con this weekend. I do.
Okay.
No, he doesn't have to say that to him. He should know. He, as you said, he's a grown man.
As a grown man, he should know. So that had me worried.
Yeah.
Like,
so
dude,
you're scared.
You know, I wasn't happy when he bailed last year. I understand he got sick. But
yeah, he threw up on a TSA agent.
Something like that. Yeah. He threw up on a TSA agent. Threw up on the conveyor belt. You know that.
Lovely.
That's you know. It set off the X-rays.
Oh my God! Can you imagine that?
So I understand that, and you know we had a great time without him.
Oh my God! It was we saw X-Men: Days of Future Past.
We did God. We packed so much into that trip, dude.
Yeah, we did.
Like right off the bat, man.
Jay Muse.
2
days before.
Jay Muse made it down there.
Yeah,
now think of that. Like 10 years ago, there was he was the one you had to worry about. You don't have to worry about it anymore. He makes it. He's there early. He makes it time. Came and hung out with us at Neil's bar.
Yeah, it was pretty
Went
cool.
And saw X-Men. No, it was
played Cards Against Humanity for the first time.
I know. You got indoctrinated into the Cards Against Humanity cult. It was great, but he said he was going to come this time. And, you know, it would have been really bad if he bailed again. It's just, it's not good for anybody.
No, and it makes us look
like
most of
all him. So I have confirmed that he has made his travel arrangements miraculously.
Yes.
And so my question to you yesterday was, when are you leaving? When are you getting to Houston?
When am I leaving? When am I getting? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I do. But let me just go to my mailbox.
Okay. I'm assuming con starts on Friday. You know, we're sorry, but we're plugging because we really love this con. Comicpalooza, Houston, Texas, May 22nd to the 25th. 4-day con over Memorial Day weekend, and we had a blast last time.
We did.
Met Ming-Na Wen, met Clark Gregg, met most of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Stan Lee was there. I saw Stan Lee. It was a lot of fun.
I will be getting into Houston.
Drum roll.
On Thursday at 2:50 p.m.
Okay. Excellent.
And holy crap, I'm leaving. We're getting back.
You're leaving from Monday night?
I'm leaving Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah. Monday night, and I'm getting back at 11:47. What time are you? When are you?
Well, here's I love Houston. I have relatives in Houston.
So you're out there for a month.
Almost.
Awesome.
I'm leaving early. I'm leaving Tuesday, May 19th.
Okay.
Be down there, hang out with family.
Nice.
And
your absolutely fantastic cousin.
Yes, my cousin Minsu, who you met last year, who
did.
hung out with us at the table.
Yeah, she did.
Who was great. And hung out on numerous occasions. I'll be getting
She's
down
more
there.
than welcome to.
Catch an Astros day game.
Nice.
And,
good for you.
Gonna take care of some other business down there.
Business.
And I will see you down there on Thursday afternoon.
Cool. I will. Beautiful.
And
where are we going to? I'm assuming they're going to have somebody pick me up at the airport.
Yes.
All right,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a complete and total douche.
Nope. That's
people are like, really?
This
asshole wants to get picked up. You can't get from the airport to the hotel.
This is standard where they'll send a car for you. There's the dude with the little sign that says Zapsik Chen on it, or in this case it'll say Zapsik. Or maybe Zapsik
Johnson.
I don't know, dude. Now the last time we went to a con in Dallas, you actually went and picked up Brian. And he made it, and that was all successful.
Which one? The
Dallas, the Walker Stalker.
That's
Dallas.
Right. You know what? I
pick him up again. Shoot, I'll give you $20 to pick him up. If it helps,
it doesn't help, and it's
I'll pay for the you do long-term parking.
We do long-term parking.
I'll give you $20 to pick him up, just to ensure that he gets here.
Because we did that with long-term parking last time we went to a con, and we're breaking my thing. I want to go. Let's talk comics.
Oh, okay, let's talk. I'm
sorry.
So
anyway,
no,
that's all right. But we will be at Comicpalooza, and you guys will be at Awesome Con. Unfortunately, my father's interment is that weekend.
What does that mean, interment?
We had him cremated.
Okay, Okay.
And so we're gonna have a memorial service where we bury his ashes.
Oh, okay. AKA interment. Okay, just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, it's he passed away in, was it February?
Yeah.
Oh my
something
God.
like was it? Something like end of February. So or at least March. It was a while ago.
Dude, it's been like speeding by me so fast.
Okay. I didn't know if you cremated him or not.
We did.
I didn't know if you had him like Lennon.
No, he wanted to be cremated.
What's the guy? Was it Lennon State? Yeah, it's Lennon State. In your living room.
Oh, and before I forget, and this is very comic book related, Harry Shearer is leaving The Simpsons.
Yes, he is. Sadly.
Damn
it. I saw that on Twitter. There appears to be a battle about money.
You know what? Give him whatever he fucking wants because he is The Simpsons.
I would say that, and I absolutely agree with you. Do you know how much he's making per episode?
Is it $1 million?
It is not. It is not $1 million. He probably deserves $1 million, $1.5 million, 300,000 per episode.
Then he should get 500,000 an episode. Give him 500,000.
What I'm reading,
everybody. You guys, this thing's a fucking machine.
It is.
It's a machine, and
it is. I mean, it's a machine that's slowing down, though. I mean, to be honest
really?
with you. When was the last time you watched on Sunday night at 8:00? See, all right, that answers my question.
All right, but still, I mean, DVD sales are brisk.
Absolutely, merchandise,
comic books.
They've made the Simpsons world out at Universal, and it'll never die.
You know what?
Slowed down, but it'll never die.
But it could be. I mean, what did they do with Phil Hartman when? He was murdered. They retired all of his characters.
Exactly.
So that's what I.
How can you retire all of Harry Shearer's characters?
You cannot.
What characters does he do?
Principal Skinner, C. Montgomery Burns.
Yes.
He does.
Does he do
oh my God! No, he doesn't. That's Hank Azaria. Okay. He does Smithers.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
I think he does Smithers. I'm pretty sure. He does
is this a bluff? You think?
God, I hope so. I can't imagine. I can't imagine it without him.
No, I can't.
But if you do, then you're done. Unless you bring in the replacement Fred Flintstone voice, which always sounds wrong. Sure. No matter Bonnie, it's like that ain't Fred Flintstone.
Right.
Get the hell out.
Replacements have worked in the past, though. The two dicks from
that didn't work. No. You kidding? You replace one dick with another dick.
Okay, how about New Gen, the Brady's Variety Bunch
never
Variety
worked.
Special?
Jerry Ruschel, or whatever the hell her name is.
Okay, how about Vivian, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the new mom?
No, didn't like her.
Okay, how about Maggie from Different Strokes, the new mom again?
No.
Didn't know?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's Dixie Carter, man. You got to.
Okay.
It had to be Dixie Carter.
Well, I had
to
make sure.
The only one that actually was a better. Was an actual upgrade.
Okay,
was Roseanne, Sarah Chalk.
Okay,
she was the better Becky than the other whiny sack of crap. Oh my God!
All right, well, just needed your opinion on that. I didn't know if you liked some of the replacement moms
No.
All right, well, hopefully they'll be able to work this out.
Yes.
From what I'm reading, it's all via tweets that we learn this.
Yes, of course. And that's the only way you learn
anything. The tone sounds like.
That's how you learn. What I'm reading,
it's something. It not actually isn't related to a salary per se.
Right.
But is related to merchandising.
Okay.
What do they call residuals? Money. Money made from merchandising that he may have a problem with. So. So more money, more problems, Mike. More money, more problems.
99
All right, what are you holding
Skinner
there in your hand? Could that be a comic book?
This is Astro City number 23, and it's got a talking monkey in it.
Well, why aren't you reading this then?
I have read this.
Not you. I'm talking to the kids out there.
You reading this?
I'm talking to the kids out there.
Kurt Busiek and let's see who's doing the artwork in here. It's my man. It is. It's
and is that Alex
Brent
Ross?
Anderson.
Is that in fact an Alex Ross cover?
It is in fact Alex Ross cover.
Selfie.
Talking
wow,
monkey.
look at that rendition of the iPhone right there. It's beautiful.
You like that, right?
It's beautiful.
Awesome. Astro City 23, a talking monkey. He said, "Call me Sticks."
He comes
S-T-I-C. No, S-T-I-C-K-S. Sticks. He wants to be a drummer in a rock and roll band.
AKA the name Sticks.
But guess what?
What?
Booyah.
He's a monkey.
He's a talking monkey.
Okay.
So he is recruited as a superhero.
Oh, okay. But all he wants to do is drum.
That's what happens in Astro City, bud.
Wow. That's awesome. You got a big pile there.
I got a huge pile. That's
Secret
why I want to
Wars
get through
#2, everybody.
Secret Wars number 2.
Battle World has expanded, everybody.
Yes. It's actually been pretty good.
Yeah, Mike, right now, Convergence or Secret Wars?
Off the bat,
yeah.
Secret Wars.
Is it just that based on purely the fact that they're using recognizable big name characters in this?
Well, they're doing that in Convergence, but in Convergence itself, they're using these. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Lower tier characters,
or other world, other Earth characters.
Yeah, which you don't need. Secret Wars, excellent.
Yes.
This
Darth Vader number 5.
Dude, This has been and I want to show one thing.
Has this been the top of your pile?
This every week,
right,
every time it comes out. I don't know. Can you see that?
Does that look familiar, anybody? If
Anyone
not,
right
who is that, Mike?
This is the Leviathan from the Avengers and Avengers 2. Remember that thing from Chitauri Space?
Yes. Yes. So
Guess what? I smell crossover.
It is a crossover right there. That's
right there.
Is this good or bad? So Disney owns Marvel, Disney owns Star Wars.
Yes.
So now they have the right to cross things over.
Good
or bad?
I think it's fan-freaking-tastic. This is what all people dream of. Magneto versus Darth Vader. Who wins?
Well, okay, yeah, but come on, that's taking it a little far though. If you see that, I say
through the cinematic universes,
I say you make homages, put in Easter eggs. That's great, like the ETs in the Senate.
Sure.
And Phantom Menace. Don't you don't need to show ET like battling Yoda. You know what I'm saying?
I think that it'd be very one-sided.
Throw it in a paddle.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't think we've seen the extent of ET's powers, to be honest with you.
Well, he came back from the dead. Yoda didn't.
No, he didn't.
So shame on you, Yoda.
900 years old. This good you look.
We don't know how old ET is, so
we don't.
ET he looks like a shrunken penis, but yeah, sure, why not?
Don't. But he's able to bring things back to life. Hell so yeah. that's a good power. So Darth Vader. So I don't just make a mention. Instead of battling, he's battling other enemies in these books. Which really,
he's battling enemies within the Empire, which is actually really cool.
It's cool. We're just used to him battling the rebels.
Yeah.
Which not much of a fight. Well, except for Luke, but
even then,
and maybe Han. But even Han, he was able to block the freaking blaster.
Of course.
So he's battling other.
There is no battle. It's like, any one of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Couldn't take on Dr. Doom.
Sure.
Doom could kick all their asses individually.
Team them together.
Yeah,
but
so
Darth is battling other villains that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And which are very cool. So they're expanding the universe in a way that is good because so this happens between Star Wars and Empire.
Right.
It's not a huge window. So you
kind
of have to slow it down a little bit and introduce other, tangents and storylines and villains and characters, and they're doing a great job doing that.
Boba Fett is in here. Not in this particular
Boba
comic.
Fett? Where?
He's there.
Boba Fett.
But it's actually very, very well done. He's got this. I wouldn't say apprentice, but he's got a sidekick now.
Okay,
that's pretty cool. And
he's got a toady.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's pretty impressive. And he's also got 2 droids.
Yeah.
Who are the anti 3PO and R2.
Yeah.
So they're pretty kick-ass.
The Bizarro.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The anti. Yeah, the Bizarro.
Hey, if you're
Jerry.
the Empire, you can program your own droids. Like, why not make them? Why
murder bots? Why not make them? Why not make them Ultrons?
Murder bots. They talk back.
Shit.
They talk smack.
Oh yeah, and the R2 unit just fucking is
instead of fixing
straight up murder bot.
Yeah, instead of fixing things, he like messes stuff up. It's great.
Yeah, I will straight up murder you.
I will murder you.
Yeah.
Yes. What else do you have there, Mike?
I have this is the nostalgia in me. Night Nurse. Night Nurse, played by Rosario Dawson in the Daredevil television show.
TV show.
She's Night Nurse is actually a thing that goes back.
Flip
to
it back
70s.
to the. Let me see the back cover too.
Oh, the back cover.
Bam.
Yeah, right. Shameless plug.
Yes.
Boo. Yeah.
Coming back for season 2, by the way.
Yes, very good. Which is very cool. But if you take a look on here,
yes,
this has her going to hang out or take care of Daredevil.
Yes.
But it's also got the other guys who are going to get their own TV shows on Netflix.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So is that,
a.k.a. Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Iron Fist.
Yes.
And Luke Cage, Power Man.
Yeah.
Heroes for Hire.
Hire for Hire.
I think they're going to be the Defenders.
That's cool.
So yeah. So this is a throwback to the 70s where they
had, so it does not take place in modern times.
Nope. Reprints, and there is one that takes place during Brian Michael Bendis's Daredevil run,
okay, cool.
which shows the actual Night Nurse.
Yeah, but these are reprints of the 70s.
70s stuff
cool.
and some kick-ass stuff. It was.
Did
really
you
cool.
read it back in the 70s?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Oh yeah, I accidentally got a couple. We didn't have a lot of comic books.
How do you accidentally? Did you like
pull
two off the rack?
You read everything, and then
sure.
you're left with what you didn't read.
Sure.
So
okay.
That's like Night Nurse. You're like,
all right.
I liked it, but I can't tell anyone because it's a girl.
Yes.
Next up,
Walking Dead 141. Look at that. Look who's back.
Barefoot,
and looks like prison cells. It looks like someone being released.
Something's wrong.
That smirk is never a good thing. It is Negan.
Negan, who is one of the worst
villains.
Yeah.
I mean,
although he doesn't see himself as one. And if you read, he's a sociopath and he's a psychopath. And if you read, which I think aren't mutually exclusive, you can be a psychopath without being a sociopath.
That's what I'm told.
You might be able to. But he ruled through fear, and that's in that world. In that world, he kept people alive. Yeah. And
he burned their faces off, but other than that,
well, they still lived. He didn't kill them.
No, but still, you're burning faces off. That's kind of
yeah.
harsh.
It's a little harsh.
Sorry, I don't see freaking Herschel doing that, but Herschel's dead, so
yeah, Herschel didn't.
Herschel ain't around.
If Herschel had burned a couple more faces, maybe he'd still be alive.
Probably would have worked out. Yeah.
Let's talk to Scott Wilson about that. Hey, Scott, would you burn a couple?
Would you burn some faces off?
He's like, I sure would. If it meant a steady paycheck,
Michael,
I'll believe anything you want.
If it meant that I could still be on the show, of course I would. Yes. But
next up,
Thor.
This was this shows the identity of who the female Thor is.
Yes.
And it may come as a surprise / no surprise. No spoilers.
Okay.
I'm not telling you who it is, but it's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Convergence Superboy versus Kingdom Come Superman. The really cool thing about the Convergence thing,
like how great is?
Yeah, he's just choking him.
How great is
choking him out, which is really weird because he's right behind him and he's choking him out, which just freaks me.
Instead of in front with the two hands around the cake. Yeah. Well, a little foreshadowing perhaps.
Yeah. And the one thing about all the Convergence,
yes.
At the end of the second story, they've got these little previews of what's coming up.
Okay.
And they've got Action Comics, and it's Action Comics next month, the beginning of the truth. So
the truth.
So that's it's all funky.
Right on. What else you got there?
Suicide Squad Convergence. Suicide Squad on everybody's list because of the Will Smith thing coming out.
Yes.
Jared Leto.
Yes. Well, tell me about the book briefly, and then I do want to talk.
They've got a Under the Dome. There's a new Suicide Squad, and it's comprised of Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and the Cyborg Superman and Deathstroke. So you got Deadshot, Cyborg Superman. It's a pretty powerful team, and Lex Luthor. So basically, all these guys have to go and fight for their territory under the dome. Once the domes are lifted, everybody just fights. So that's the conceit of the Convergence thing.
Yeah. Now, the movie is filming up in Toronto right now. A lot of they're filming out in Publix. A lot of spy shots already.
Yeah.
Plus official shots. And I don't think we talked about this last week. So they released an official shot.
I saw it. And
what do you think?
It looks like it looked like Nightbreed. Looked like a publicity still from Nightbreed. You got all these people
they're posing.
And Harley looks like she works at Hot Topic. I mean,
well, that would make sense now because all the Hot Topic is basically the Harley Quinn store.
Yeah,
now,
pretty much.
If you
and the Will Smith, he just looks sort of aloof. So I don't know. I'm gonna reserve judgment.
Okay, so you're not like, holy crap.
No,
okay.
I'm not.
Okay, you're not blown away yet.
No.
Okay.
I mean, and the Jared Leto Joker.
Well, yeah. What's your thought on that? I don't know. We actually ever talked about this. I agreed when I first started. I was like, he did look a little like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing.
Oh, Marilyn Manson.
But I mean, he's insane.
Yes.
I would. I've always thought that Joker should have been like the guy.
Yeah.
He's
they're
he's an insane lunatic.
Trying to make him modern, I guess. You've had your Caesar Romero. You had your Jack Nicholson's. You've had your Heath Ledgers.
Yep.
Who
green hair, some kind of purple somewhere.
Yeah.
Back then it worked. It still works, but they're trying to put an edge on it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, you're not.
I'm not impressed yet. So
okay, but
not
again,
that anybody's
like
really. He's impressed.
And not Jack Nicholson, not driven to tears. Don't know if you saw that clip.
Was he crying or
yes.
was he like?
You didn't see this? They did I don't know who shot this. It was brilliant. Where somebody sends him an anonymous letter with the picture. And he opens it and you see his reaction to it. No words are spoken, I don't believe. So you're not far off, Mike. I'm not.
Was he like just?
He's crying.
Really crying in a good way, or just like he's destroyed?
I don't think it was
They've
good.
destroyed my. My
do you
life.
ever? Is crying ever good? Like
there's a cleansing kind of cry.
I don't think it was cleansing. I
okay.
just think it was more of a like what the fuck kind of cry. But
I've never
or just it was not. I don't think it was.
I gotta be honest. I've never seen anything that made me cry. It's like this is.
Well, besides
Jean Grey being dead, but
and
E.T. being dead. Well, you'll see that theme in my life.
Yes.
Death makes me cry.
Well,
I'm a fucking freak of nature.
I see. Anyways, all right. That's your thoughts on the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. So, Justice League International. This is the Bwahaha. Bwahaha. This is Blue Beetle. These guys they're fighting the Flashpoint. I believe this is the
Flashpoint characters.
Flashpoint characters, yeah. So
I believe you were right.
Yeah. So and then what the hell is this? Oh, Justice League 3001. So this should be weird. That's what's coming.
Okay.
Next. Convergence, Green Lantern, and Parallax. This is pretty cool. I was always a huge fan when Kyle Rayner took over for Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And he was trying to figure out how he fit in.
Right.
Into the Green Lantern mythos. Where's my place? And eventually he was in the Justice League, led in the Justice League, the Big Seven, Grant Morrison's.
Right.
And he was used to great effect. He actually was learning how to use his ring and use it well.
Yeah.
And then and I'll be honest, Ron Mars, he wrote him very, very well.
Right. Ron Mars, he sunk to the bottom. And he's coming up.
Well, you know what?
Came back up a notch.
You know what, Ron? No, you know what? Ron Mars is what he is. He's entitled to his opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
He don't like comic book men.
No, and he's entitled to his opinion. I think that he's a good writer. Doesn't mean I like the guy.
No, you can separate. You're able to separate.
Trust the art, not the artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're able to. Mike Zapsa is able to separate that. Unfortunately, a lot of people can't. So.
But you know what? He writes a good Kyle Rayner.
Yeah.
And do I forgive him? No, of course not.
All right.
It's like, but I'm willing to forget.
Okay, all right.
I'm willing to overlook as long as he's on his side of the room.
Wait,
I'm
you're not.
on my side of the room.
Forgiven him, but not forget. Why? Whatever. And
no, I haven't forgiven or forgotten.
Oh, okay, all right.
No,
all right.
I'm willing to overlook
right
his comments as long as he stays on that side of the room and keeps his mouth closed. That's
all.
Here we go. Green Arrow, and this one is Marks. Who the hell is Marks? I have no idea.
What was someone's name on there?
Christy Marks, Rags Morales.
So, okay.
Yeah, Christy Marks.
Okay.
It's.
We like Rags.
We do. We love Rags. Rags is awesome.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Great guy. And this says the. See these guys right there?
Yes.
Those are the Kingdom Come Green Arrow.
Oh.
The Green Arrowette. Or the Black Arrowette. And Dinah Lance. So. And speaking of Green Arrow, the Arrow show has been fantastic.
Season 3 ended last night or 2 nights ago?
It did. I cannot. I haven't seen the last 3
Don't
episodes.
Spoil it
We're
for
not
Mike
spoil.
Zapsik.
Don't spoil it for me.
No spoiling for Mike Zapsik.
Catwoman, Convergence, Catwoman.
Yes.
I mean, there's a. Walt and I were talking about this, about the comic book, just comic book companies in general being insane, because we were putting together the Secret Wars, just everything that they've got going on. It's you can't sustain it. If you're a comic book fan, you're paying out like $200 or $100 if you're getting everything. Let's say you're getting everything from both big guys.
Which God bless you if you do, keeping us in business.
Yeah, keeping us in business. But I mean, it's even we're like, holy crap, where do we draw the line?
Right.
How do we figure out how to do numbers on these?
Yeah.
And it's incredible because you've got people going, you kidding? I want all the convergence, and then they get their bill and they're like, I only want these
I'm
gonna
have to weed some of these. I was
I'm
not really a big fan of Parallax, so I'm gonna put this one back.
Exactly. So I was like, man.
So you're saying maybe it's too much? Then.
They're not just maybe. It's too much.
Too much.
We were talking. Where's 52 titles in a month?
Yes.
If you're doing,
everything.
52 titles in a month is insane.
Okay.
And it's unsustainable.
Sure.
Not only that, where do you find the time to read them?
Oh, I mean,
you don't.
Right.
You can't. I mean, unless you have no job and you're basically retired.
Yeah.
So it's nuts, and I think that they should rein it back. They're making money in other avenues.
Sure.
Marvel's making a shit ton of money on their cinematic universe.
I'm not worried about Marvel.
Yeah, neither am I. And DC is coming up, and you know what? If they get it right, which they've got a couple of models to play off of,
yes.
And I'm hoping that they do.
Okay.
And by all accounts, there are people who are like, this is going to be good. The Superman versus Batman. Then they're going to be rolling in dough as well.
Right.
So scale it back. Write some kick-ass stories. Worry about story instead.
Quality, not quantity.
Exactly.
You're telling me, Mike.
So I'm going to just do this.
All these convergence.
Yeah, I know.
Every convergence.
It's convergence. Yeah, that's
convergence number 6.
Convergence number 6. Aquaman and Shadow of the Bat.
Okay.
They're all fantastic.
They're all read them all, kids.
If you're a fan of whatever you're a fan of, this one has.
Well, all right. Hold on. Out of this pile, it's a pretty big pile. Which one? Give me your top 3.
Convergence number 6. I would do Shadow of the Bat and Green Lantern Parallax.
Okay.
So, but I just wanted to talk about all of them because I get shit if I short shift anybody.
All right. I'm going to throw in a couple more titles here, which
please do.
I don't have in front of me. Miss Marvel 15. Don't know if you've kept
That's
up
pretty
with
cool.
Kamala Khan.
She's an Inhuman.
Yes.
I love that. I just read Inhumanity.
She's Inhuman now as a teenage girl.
And a Muslim teenage girl.
A Muslim teenage girl, but she has a crush and has fallen in love and has been betrayed, and
I hate that.
She seems like someone I'd like to hang out with, although she's like a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, well,
if I were 15, I'm talking.
I hate that.
If I was in high school,
I've seen you at the Walker Stalkers, man. I've seen you hung out with some
she was 21, all right.
Oh my God.
She was 21. I'm just saying.
Cool. All right.
Yes,
all right.
But I like where they're going with this. Now, were you a fan of Fight Club, Mike? The movie,
Who wasn't?
Book, Chuck Palahniuk.
Yes. Palahniuk.
Yes. Now there was the book. Originally the book.
The book was great.
Great, and then the movie, which didn't do well at the box office because it was so whacked out, it was hard to market.
But it's a cult.
It's a classic for sure.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Ed Norton.
Best line.
Brad
I've been
Pitt.
fucked like that since grade school.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It goes back to
That's what they should have put on the poster, except they couldn't.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yes. Well, Chuck is going back. He's doing a sequel, Fight Club 2, Mike.
Right.
Fight Club 2, and he's doing it in comic book form.
Which is the best
form. Which is pretty brilliant. Now, this is more of a sequel to the book and not the movie, which they had different endings.
Right.
Yes. And it's cool. So, Dark Horse is publishing this, and a continuation happens. The events happen 10 years after the failed bombing at the end of Fight Club.
Right.
And right now, it seems like it may be more of a rehash. Ed Norton's character changed his name to Sebastian, gets married, has a kid. He's living that life that he did back at the office at the beginning of the original Fight Club. So, Tyler's going to creep up again. And
Mr. Anderson. Yeah.
Yes. So... But so I'm interested to see where this goes. Of course, as a fan of Fight Club,
and of course it's a volley for serve.
Yes, and I like how they're doing it in comic book form.
Shit
yeah.
And what else you got? You got nothing else?
No,
on
that was
here.
it, dude. I think after your pile,
cool.
I think we're pretty.
I think I got everything over
pretty
there.
much everything. Actually, Image has come out with a couple new titles as well, which I didn't put on here. I didn't want to overload it, but I would check them out.
And I. Of course, have constraint too, so I restrain myself from doing that.
Yeah. Now let's talk about something I saw cool that came out last night. Don't know if you caught it.
I did.
But CBS is doing Supergirl.
Saw the trailer.
The people who brought you Flash and Arrow. And they released a trailer, and I thought, all right, I'll watch this trailer. A minute, 2 minutes, because
minutes.
6.5 minutes. They just shot the pilot.
Yeah.
So they released a 6.5 minute trailer. All the effects are there. It looks like it's done. It looks like they released it tomorrow, and I thought it was great.
It was really well done. It's she's not like emo Supergirl. She's
like, awkward awkward human.
Like 20 years old.
Yes.
She's a personal assistant to one of the biggest media moguls in.
Yes, played by was that Calista Flockhart?
That's Calista Flockhart. Okay. Yeah, you've got Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
As Cat Grant. She's Cat Grant.
Yes.
Who any Superman reader from the 90s will recognize.
Right.
She was introduced in what the hell was she? I think it was Adventures of Superman under Marv Wolfman.
Yeah. I thought it was a bold move by CBS to release such a long trailer, but I thought they nailed it.
That was their upfronts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty cool. It's ballsy, absolutely. Yeah. Is it smart? They
could have released a 1 minute trailer of her, the costume, her like flying around,
sure,
saving a plane, whatever, and bam, Supergirl coming this fall or whatever. But no, they went in and they gave you some backstory. They gave you they
whetted your appetite.
They did
for this. Yeah.
6.5 minutes, which is just balls, man.
I'm telling you,
that's
pretty
what
cool.
I'm thinking. I thought it was great. I saw a couple people who didn't like it.
You know what, dude? You're not going to please everybody. What have you learned being on Comic Book Man? You will never please everyone. As a matter of fact, you're probably not going to please anyone. Yeah. So do it for yourself, and that's pretty much it.
To me, it's just crazy how quick they got this together. It seems like they just shot the pilot like 2 weeks ago.
It's pretty cool. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk about, especially with this, it's all connected. We have found out that everything is connected.
Yes, as it should be.
It should be.
It's comic book world.
This is genius because this is where DC can shine. And I'm hoping that the CW picks up Constantine.
Oh, that's the other news of the week.
Yes, Constantine was canceled by NBC, which I'm like, oh my God, really? Because you got and basically it all comes down to dollars and cents.
Sure.
The numbers that NBC was getting would be phenomenal on the CW.
Sure.
It'd be like, wow, this is almost Arrow numbers.
Sure.
So
absolutely.
And you've got a lot of people from both Flash and Arrow who Stephen Amell said that he would guest star he would do a cameo on Constantine. Guess what? Constantine is an expert on the Lazarus Pit.
Right.
Why wouldn't Arrow go to him? So, for those who don't know, Arrow, Lazarus Pit stuff.
Ra's al Ghul.
So, why not? And that hooks Constantine into the Flash universe because Flash and Arrow are there. Right. Plus, Legends of Tomorrow. I think that's the name of the new.
Oh, the new spinoff. Yeah.
Yeah, the spinoff that is coming out of Flash and Arrow.
Right.
So, Legends of Tomorrow.
All right, well, save Constantine.
And go to Twitter and hashtag save Constantine.
Yeah. But Supergirl, very encouraging.
Yes. So, and you could have Supergirl pop up in The Flash.
Very
Why
encouraging.
not? That'd be neat.
Multiple references to Kal-El.
Right.
And probably you won't see it. You probably won't see him. But
James Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Getting the John Peters treatment.
Oh, he is a black
yes.
character, which is
shouldn't stop anybody.
Shouldn't stop anything.
Well, James Olsen, Jimmy Olsen was a female character in Man of Steel, right?
That's right.
So
yes,
gender swapping.
Yes. But that was first suggested in John Peters' Superman Returns, which Kevin. It was going to be Chris Rock.
Chris
Rock is Jimmy Olsen.
I would have paid to see that.
But I don't. The Million Man March. I take care of my kids. I would have watched that.
I take care of my photography equipment.
Yes. I mean, but Kevin's Superman script's laying around the office somewhere. I would have seen that movie.
Actually, Kevin burned it. It was weird. Yeah, we've got a.
I think I may have bootleg photocopied a copy somewhere.
That's cool.
We won't tell anybody.
No, I won't. Please don't.
We will not talk about that.
All right, cool.
New Mutants being made at Fox.
Yes.
So we're getting more. We're getting a lot of.
Well, let's put it this way: New X-Men is the only franchise that they got from Marvel that Fox can make money off of.
That they can do correctly. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Fantastic Four doesn't look good.
Sure. Well, we haven't seen it yet.
We saw the trailer, though.
Well, you know how it is. I've seen crappy trailers and the movie turned out good, and vice versa.
When have you ever seen a crappy trailer and the movie turned out good?
I'm gonna have to think of that. But
yeah, I'll give you a week to think about that.
I'm gonna have to look that up. But it's happened. It's happened.
All right.
Yes, but that begs the question: which New Mutants would you like to see in this TV show, Mike? If anyone asked you,
I want to see Blink.
Okay.
Actually, Blink was already in Days of Future Past. The ones we haven't seen, I'd love to see Moonstar.
Okay.
Danielle Moonstar. Okay. I would love to see Ronnie, Rain, however you pronounce it.
Okay.
The Wolfsbane. The original New Mutants. That'd be great. Sunspot, Cannonball. Let's see them all.
Okay.
Why not?
Catch them all. See them all.
Except for Warlock. I don't want to see Warlock.
See Warlock. I don't think you'll see Warlock.
No, thank God.
I don't think you'll see Warlock. But, Bryan Singer currently filming Age of Apocalypse.
Right.
Posted a photo on Instagram of a bunch of dudes in uniforms. Can't really see them.
Okay.
They're holding wooden bows and arrows. They kind of look like Nazis. They're in a forest.
All right.
So, the speculation is that they're battling Magneto.
Oh, gotcha.
So they're using wooden weapons.
Wow.
Trying to take him down with bow and arrow.
Wood. I'm trying to think how. Well, I mean, for God's sakes, would they have to go back in time? I don't know. If you're going to go back in time,
even more, you mean?
Well, they always do. This probably they have a crack in time someplace.
Sure.
But here's the thing: is if Apocalypse were to go back in time, he would probably go back to World War II. Throw his weight behind Hitler because Hitler was like the master race, and that's what Apocalypse wants. His credo is only the strong survive.
It's all starting to come together now.
So if he did, come together. That'd be a good place to start.
Good point.
If you're an evil scumbag who believes that the line should be pure.
Good point. All right. I also saw a thing. Star Wars released a calendar. They have little kind of important dates, Star Wars history, the little facts on some of the old action figures. And if you flip to September 4th, they're calling it Force Friday.
Okay.
It also says right on that calendar that this is the Force Awakens toys are going to be released.
Yeah.
So Friday, September 4th.
I was told by a reliable source that on 3 months ahead of the movie, that's when the toys start to come out.
So, that would be about September.
Very slowly, but that's September when they start to trickle.
And they like the number 4, Force, May 4th.
Nice.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th
be with you. September 4th. New toys. So we'll have some of those in here, I imagine. I can't imagine how many they're producing.
Probably a quadrillion. So we'll have some of the harder to find.
Be a plastic shortage with
no
the
doubt
number
in my mind.
And what I have to keep telling myself is, stop! Don't buy it. Don't buy
anything. I don't have enough space in my storage unit.
Don't buy anything.
All right.
So I got a couple of Twitter questions here.
Okay. You
can always tweet us at Mingchen37, MINGCHEN37.
And I'm at Michael Zapsik, MICHAEL.
Yes. We have a listener here, user for Twitter, Vasago asks, which Sideshow Collectibles item should I ask Mr. Stanley to sign at ACBC this weekend? Thor, Iron Man, or Spider-Man statue?
I would do the Spidey statue.
That's what I was thinking.
He is most associated with Spidey, so he's obviously associated with everybody, but that's his flagship character. I'd go with the flagship, unless you have a Captain America thing. But that was Joe. Who the fuck was that? It was Joe Simon and Kirby.
Right.
So
our friend here, Cherry Pie with Hat, at cherry_hat asks, can God make a cherry pie so awesome he can't eat it? And then he follows that up with, what is Wolverine's favorite food?
Wolverine's favorite food is probably that cherry pie so awesome that even God can't eat it.
Well, I would say that, but he's Canadian, so I would vote for, my vote goes for poutine, because who doesn't love
That's true.
fries with gravy and cheese curds?
Okay, or how about reindeer? Roast reindeer would be good.
Our friend, the 1988 Project, was trying to get us to come to a con in Kokomo, Indiana.
Kokomo.
Which, I like Indiana.
Okay.
You can check my Twitter bio for the contact information for that. Why is Green Lantern 47 second series usually set at a higher value than most of the others in that run?
47. That's that. I think you're thinking of 46.
Okay.
That's where Hal Jordan fights the cyborg Superman and Mongol.
Okay.
Over the remains of Coast City, and the reason, because it was a tie-in to the Reign of Superman.
Yeah.
It was like the end game of Reign of Superman.
Okay.
Boom. They
key event,
and they underprinted. So that's why.
Okay. Bam.
So yeah,
you just said the magic words.
Underprinted.
Right, and our friend Wag Unit Wes, Mike Zapsik. When is the next dinner and a podcast with Mike/Mark?
It's actually Mike/Julia.
Yes. Yeah, Mark was just a guest.
Mark was a guest. Yeah.
Mark was a guest.
Sorry, Mark.
This is the Zapsik joint.
This is a Zap joint.
Actually, number 2 was recorded and then subsequently lost.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to re-record.
That's okay. That just means you get to go back and eat again.
Yeah, I know. It's
how great? See, how great is that?
It's fantastic. I love it.
How great is that?
So we will be probably within the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
All right. I'll probably do it. Actually, figure the beginning of June.
Okay.
All right. So
right on,
I'll take Jules out for dinner.
Great, and then and your podcast too.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I don't. Just this is a side note, and also a question here. Our friends at Walker Stalker have announced 13 cities next year for 2016.
They have.
They have added Denver. They've added Nashville. And they just added London.
Londinium.
Yes.
Holy crap.
We've talked about London. We had talked about one of the Eric, one of the co-creators of Walker Stalker Con.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, you want to go to London?
Yeah, he did invite us.
He did. Now
that's not binding, by the way.
It's not
Eric.
binding. No, not a twist, but the problem is our show is not aired in London, and thus nobody there knows who the hell we are.
But
unless you've torrented.
However, we encourage you to torrent because
we want you to know who the hell we are.
Yeah, exactly.
So go ahead and torrent that.
If anybody's,
you didn't hear that from me though.
You heard it from me.
Just in case I'm listening, but
you heard it from me. I mean, if you're not gonna do it in England.
Yeah. Now we have hit the Australian market. We have hit the Dutch market. Yeah. We have hit the Latin market. So what's next?
Hot-blooded Latin market.
What's next is the British market and the Asian market.
Yeah.
In my eyes. So a lot could happen between now. It's not until I believe it's like February 2016.
Okay.
So it's over. That's like 8 months from
that's
now.
8 months.
A lot
man.
could
That's
happen
not
by
that.
then.
That's not
that
that far away.
So hopefully a deal is put in place that we do air out there and we're able to go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Fun.
But otherwise, they're like, who are those guys?
Who are these?
Who are they?
Who are the bollocks?
Bollocks. No way. I don't want them here.
Who are these wankers?
Yes, let's get rid of him.
Oi. Oh, wait, that's Australian.
Yeah, that's... Oh, come on, man. Oh,
yeah.
Embarrassing me in front of my British fan.
Yeah. Kevin's got a huge fan base.
He is amazing. Yeah. People come in and like, we sort of know who you are.
Yeah, he's got his own toilet at the Prince Charles Cinema in Leicester Square. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
I wish I had my own toilet.
Well,
I don't.
It's you know what? It's not too late.
Hey, they ain't over yet.
It's not too late. But just as a side note, your Comic-Con tickets went on sale yesterday.
They did.
So subsequently, the site
crashed and burned.
Well, it was tough it's always tough for them to handle that kind of traffic. That and San Diego. Like people are like, get more technology, get more stuff, get more servers, whatever. I don't think it's like that. I think there's so many people. I mean, it's almost unmanned. I think they obviously know traffic. They're prepared. It's as someone who's had to handle stuff like not at this level, but we've sold tickets to things and it's tough. It's not as easy as you think it is. So, but again, if you're trying to get in and you couldn't, that's disappointment.
Bye.
And tickets are on StubHub already. So, but
of course they are for like $2,000.
More importantly, Mike, will you see us there? Tradition states yes. So you'll probably see us there in one form or the other. But hopefully we do our big panel again. That's always fun. When we do that panel, it means things are going well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Anyways, if you're anywhere near Atlantic City area, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Delaware, Maryland, New York City, any other surrounding states or cities or territories, come to Atlantic City this weekend. Come see Mike Zapsik, Brian Johnson, me, Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, Stan Lee,
William
Shatner, Danielle Panabaker, Tom Cavanaugh. I'm missing Burt Ward, Adam West.
Yes, you're missing many.
That's I believe Julie Newmar, is she going to be here? Did she drop? I saw her on the list, and maybe she can't make it now. But for tickets, go to doacbc.com.
Cool.
You can use the code CBM10 for a 10% discount.
CBM10.
And it'll be great. And I still maintain that one of the coolest things in the world is when you're walking at a con and you hear a voice behind you go, "Hey, hello, Ming. How are you? How you doing?" And it's freaking Stan freaking Lee.
And he recognized you from behind, which is just so crazy.
Pretty cool. Right. Pretty cool. And we got a whole we'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, signing autographs all day.
Yep.
Got photo ops and
meet and greets
and stuff like that. And our photo ops and meet and greet. It's the Comic Book Man with special guest Jason Mewes. So,
yeah. How can you go wrong?
How can you go wrong?
Not at all.
How can you go wrong? So come on out. Hang out with us. It'll be fun. You can't do that. Maybe you're in Texas, perhaps.
Ooh, then you can come see us in Houston
next week. One of our favorite cons.
Cool.
So, all right. Thank you very much,
folks. There you go.